Hey folks, welcome to Market Technical Analysis by InTheMoneyStocks.com, your leaders in pure technical analysis, avoiding all that Wall Street hype. Today, Monday, May 3rd, 2010. Well folks, as you can see, the SPY is trading solidly higher. Again, the SPY mirrors the S&P 500, and again, across the board, we see solid gains. Dow up 157, NASDAQ up 38, and the S&P 500 up about 17 on the day. Now, the culprit is, again, a bailout of Greece announced over the weekend. Largely expected, I would say, although again, the key is that overall, that kind of allays all the fears that were going on about Europe for now. Now, it's not over by any stretch, but in the short term, remember, the market is still in that overall kind of euphoric sense. Now, yes, you've had a few down days that have been huge, and again, you have had confirmation of the downside, but that doesn't mean the bulls are going to lay over and die. You have to look at it as they're going to fight and fight and fight until the very end. Now, a couple things to go over here overall. As you can see, the levels continue to work, and this is all based on In the Money Stocks methodology. I can't stress that enough. Everything that we give on these intraday videos is a basic overview of what we give hardcore in the nightly video in the Research Center, as well as on the hot charts and alerts. And by the way, another huge call coming to fruition on the hot charts and alerts. JTX, guys. JTX was highlighted about a week and a half ago for a possible big runner at $1.66. I gave first, second, and third targets on the hot charts and alerts. Ultimately, it hit the second and third target. It hits every target so far. First was hit last week, second target today, and third target also today. The third target was at a $2.40, and again, this was all in the hot charts and alerts, and sure enough, take a look at this, folks. The stock from that point is up 45% since the alert a week and a half ago. If you want to get these type of alerts and start making the big bucks on great analysis and methodology by In the Money Stocks, the Research Center is the place to be. Now, going back to the SPY, let's focus on a few things. As you can see, the technical trend line analysis continues to be dead on according to the levels that we've given. As you can see, the market gaps up today. Now, there was a key thing on the 60-minute that I went over on the Research Center on Friday night to look for based on confirmation below the 200 moving average. For those of you that are Research Center subscribers, you know that never happened because we had a gap up. Therefore, you assume the upside. Remember, if you can't confirm to the downside, then you're basically going back up. It's as simple as that. We talk about this in depth. Again, sure enough, the close on Friday at the lows of the day on good heavy volume. Today, light volume, extremely light volume in the market. That also favors the upside. Markets gap up right above this trend line. Look at this. Gaps above, pushes up. Consolidate, consolidate. Little bit of a tail up here. That signals a pullback. You test this level again. The blue line continues to go right through here. Then all of a sudden, you start to trade to the upside and rally to the upside here on the upside. And you move up to this blue line, cut through the 200, and then off to the races. Where are you going? This trend line right here. Notice how this trend line was a key level right over here as well. So again, you can see that's your resistance, that's your pullback level. Now the markets are beginning to float up a little bit more. Now, a couple other things to go over. All right, as we look across the board, what are we seeing here? First of all, as you can see, the resistance is the level of 120.65 to 120.70. That's going to be key. If you get through that, you're going to go here. This will be your next spot, 120.90, and then ultimately 121.10. Those are your two little levels. That's if and only if you get through this level. If you start to pull back, you're going to pull back to the 20 moving average in this blue line. That would be your area. Now, because of the light volume, you need to assume that there is, again, pressure underneath the market, and it's going to be tough for this market to really roll over this afternoon. Always remember that, guys. It's a very, very important thing here. All right. Now, according to what I'm seeing here, there's a couple stocks in play I want to cover. Number one, dry ships. Take a look at dry ships starting to squeeze to the upside here. If this turns out to be a big-time squeeze, you're going to see a lot of the shippers go. You're going to see stocks like FREE, OCNF, a couple of the other ones as well, Eagle Shipping, Diana Shipping, you name it, GNK, Genco Shipping, EXM. All these key plays could start to squeeze. There was a highlighted thing on CNBC on DRYS, and you can see the reaction here, a nice move to the upside. So again, keep an eye on that, guys. This could be something that we play this afternoon in the intraday stock chat on a sympathy play should it continue to move, all right? Now, having said that, what else is in play today? Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs was another key reason why the market was down on Friday. The fears of Goldman Sachs are kind of being pushed aside now again. Warren Buffett came out over the weekend, said, I believe that they did nothing wrong. The market obviously respects Warren Buffett quite a bit and kind of says, all right, well, if he doesn't think so, then we're going to like this stock again. Up $5 on the day. That is helping. JP Morgan as well, up $1 on the day. That's a component of the Dow. Therefore, that's going to help the Dow rally to the upside. So, again, a lot of these nice little facets continuing to help here, guys. All right, now, a couple other things that we're going to look at here across the board. What else is moving? Apple Computer. Nice mover on Apple. AAPL up almost $6 on the day. Now, Apple's been on a wild ride, folks. You've seen Apple up and down $7, $6, $5 in the past couple weeks quite a few times. It goes up, down, ultimately sometimes that's a sign of a top, but remember, you're dealing with Apple, the strongest stock out there. So I don't necessarily like it as a short, but I just want to keep an eye on it as it's a market leader. We need to focus on that. Other stocks that are kind of of interest today, nice reversal on U.S. Steel today, guys. U.S. Steel was getting pounded along with Southern Copper here. Southern Copper is still down, although coming off the lows, and AK Steel. Now, again, all these steel metal stocks are finally reversing off the lows, so that's something to keep an eye on, guys. Something very, very important to keep an eye on, and we'll continue to watch these into the afternoon session. Look at the chart on AK Steel. It's been pounded. It's hard to believe the markets haven't fallen with this. Again, metal stocks oftentimes are looked at like a leading indicator, and to see this not falling, not rallying with the market across the board is pretty surprising and can mean overall weakness in the economy, and often leads me to believe that it's just government spending that's propping the market up, which again, most normal economists would agree with in that respect. What else is moving today? The dollar. Let's take a look at the dollar here. UUP. Nice little fade from the highs of the day, and that's really why the markets have extended their gains, in my opinion. The dollar was very, very strong early, but look at this. Strong early, market kind of stutters it initially and then slowly fades, and the markets have really extended their gains today. And again, dollars right now is falling quite sharply to the downside. So dollar falling, what do we know about that? Gold, again, is up a little bit today. Gold, again, off the highs of the day as the dollar, again, is kind of fluctuating here and still positive on the day. The USO oil is having an okay day. That has also fallen back down a little bit, and we'll continue to watch that this afternoon. All right, again, folks, big plays on the hot charts and alerts to be announced in the coming hours here today, as well as tonight. You want to get involved in that. That's, again, Jackson Hewitt, JTX, last one that we just gave about a week ago. That's up 45% just till that point. And again, more research on small caps, mid caps, and large caps will be out, and plays will be coming. Be ready. Let's make some money, folks. I will talk to you later tonight in the Research Center in the nightly video. Take care.